Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another reaction video for E3 2019, and this time I'm taking a look at some gameplay from Dying Light 2, which of course is the sequel to Dying Light Uno. And and I really enjoyed the first Dying Light. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really fun game, played on PS4. The co-op was fun. The combat was fun. The parkour was fun. I thought it was just a fun game. It wasn't anything amazing, I guess, but it was exactly what it needed to be. It needed to be fun. So hopefully this game's fun as well. What we saw of this game at the conferences, I think it was both Microsoft and Square Enix, was a little lacking. I'm not gonna lie. We saw a quick little minute and a half trailer each, and I was just like, it didn't really show us anything new. It was just like reminding us that it's a game that's coming out, and it's coming out early next year, which I'm excited. But they didn't show too much, so I want to watch some gameplay. Okay, so we're probably not gonna watch the whole thing of this because I have a bunch of games I want to watch some gameplay of, especially games that I've barely seen any gameplay. So I kind of want to get through this quick. So this is 13 minutes. We'll probably skip ahead here and there, but for the most part, I think I'll just stay and watch most of it. I think we'll see. Anyway, let's do this. We're watching IGN, obviously. IGN is live now.
Welcome back to IGN.
Hey, what's up, man? I know you. I forgot your name. Damon?
Dying Light's first apocalypse parkour took the video game world by storm.
Is your name Damon? What's your name?
Getting even crazier.
What's your name?
Navigate the deadly, nasty hordes of the undead. Our Adrian and Chris Avila.
Yeah, Damon. I knew. Damon Hatfield.
Ryan. Welcome to the IGN stage. Hey, everyone. Now, Lucy, I believe you've been lucky enough to play Dying Light 2.
Yeah, I was extremely impressed. It was about a 30 game.
All right, here we go.
Completely changed the story and even the areas.
I love that parkour. That's the cool thing about this game is that you get your choices really change the environment. Yeah, they showed that last year.
Dying Light 1, we thought that we have a missing ingredient for ultimate experience of the open world. So we had this emergent gameplay in the first game. A lot of tools that you can play with, different ways to approach the combat scenarios.
Oh, come on over. I'm gonna give you some of these hands. Bam! Ooh. They left the slow motion stuff in there. Cool.
To create this
I'm in the mood for some Dying Light.
We just need to change something on the storytelling.
Very much an E3 demo right here. Just look at all the environments. No one will play this game like this. Like, look at all this stuff.
And we call it narrative sandbox. So the choices and consequences, in our opinion, was something really important for the formula. And how we did it, we did it like it should be done in our way for the action games. So there's a lot of satisfying elements, a lot of action-based twists.
I like a game that has mannequins.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know why. Like a horror game with mannequins.
Every choice you make has a consequence, and those consequences are not only connected to narrative events, so it's not like someone will die or live only, those kind of things, but also things about the world. So what
they're showing like stealth you can kind of do here.
Do something with one faction, the other faction will react. If something will be different in the city.
Okay. Let's say, what is this guy's plan here?
Appear in the city, so the skyline will be different. So a lot of those kind of things. So the city in our game is actually another hero, yeah. So it's not only about a game about Aiden Caldwell, but
Jesus.
A game
okay,
about
that's what you
city.
Get aerial view on those.
Is it you mentioned that the whole areas could be locked out or opened up depending on these decisions.
Hey, what's up, guys? Get the fuck out of here!
How
that's awesome.
Are these decisions made in Dying Light 2 when it comes to actual crucial, massive changes in the story and
graphically it looks really
in
nice.
The areas that you get to explore?
Well, many times, but it's not overwhelming. It's like you're building your feeling about what to do before. It's not like you have a decision to make and then the word would change into A or B. Before making a decision, you have those tiny choices that you do before to just understand what this faction is doing, what this faction is doing, is this guy okay or not, and therefore you'll be ready to make this final choice. I believe Chris can jump and talk more about that.
Yeah, for most of the decisions, we try and make sure the stakes are listed out before you actually make the decision.
Like a
Even
good...
though there's a sense of urgency about it, you actually know what's at stake when making those big choices.
What's he like a boss fight?
The environmental reaction...
Not even a boss, like one of those
like
mini
Adrian
bosses.
first showed it to me, I was like, I can't believe this. Because usually, when
you scout stuff out?
Games, it's really easy to do like narrative reactivity.
Damn, this world looks huge.
But then to see an entire district change is something else. Then get a whole new area to explore just from that one choice. That feels like real reactivity to me.
That's cool. Does it just automatically change, like just out of nowhere? Like you made one choice, and everything's changed? Because that'd be weird.
It's fun because this, maybe one bad habit I have when writing is I want to write all the stories at once. But then Adrian provides a world where it's actually possible to do that, where it's not like, hey, I'm not just writing one linear thing. I can actually go A, B, C versus just a linear path. So it's actually it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Tell us about the new moves we can expect in Dying Light 2.
It's a lot of fun? Then you shouldn't get paid for it.
Demo, I remember at one point you guys were counting the moves, and it was like 10 in a matter of seconds.
No money for you. You're having fun.
And I think there was mentioned that
because you know game design is fucking a nightmare.
Yeah, it's like we doubled
no fun for you.
Parkour moves in from the first game.
You're supposed to have a horrible time at your job.
What we did is the new system of leveling up. It's
Sorry.
not only about skills. It's also about the evolving your avatar, so your body. So you have, for example, this grappling hook you've seen on the demo, or other tools, and you just can level up your gear. So that's something different than skills. And the third thing that it gives you a lot of new options during the traversal is actually the city, our character. The city is a character in the game. So by your choices, you actually transform certain passages. Or
how
streets,
though? Like what?
And
just give us one example of a choice. Just one.
More efficient in movement and combat.
Just one.
So
there's
like,
so many of them. You can give us one, right?
Gear, so
I want to get a good idea of how.
Also supports the movement and the combat.
Well, I think that was one of the things that I was most impressed by in the demo.
You have the decision to blow up a building or not, and that building has something to do with whatever, like maybe the water supply or something.
Very much felt like a playground.
Yeah.
There are sort of ropes.
And if you shit, it didn't look like he was gonna make that one.
Yeah. It's
all right.
That
I think we could skip ahead.
Really
maybe skip this cutscene right here. Actually, maybe not. I want to see this happen.
There's a backstory. He's like, he's got this back. To make sure that it will be the immersive experience, we thought that this moral compass of Aiden Caldwell is actually the player. So my Aiden Caldwell, Lucy's.
So you can decide to fight him or not.
Could be a different.
Serve justice.
There's something. That
my name's Player.
At the very beginning, but when you approach
Jack Player.
You adjust to the situation.
Nah, bitch, get some of this pain in you. The other guy's just waiting. Oh, cut his head off. Oh shit.
So how is that for you? Writing that character.
I like how that's just so common now. No one reacts. Yeah. The head flew off. Bravo.
Yeah, actually, well, that's good. It just means that you can make the player part of the story. Like, it's one thing to do a linear story path where you're trying to enforce a certain emotional beat versus maybe there's something that's unique about your choice or something.
You can pick up a bucket and just throw it at his ass. Whoa! See you later, fucker.
Telling you what that character is.
Oh, it's
pretty cool.
It's an amazing proposition. Let's talk about combat. How have you evolved combat this time around?
So we just...
You can throw buckets now.
Of course, a big change. It's still the evolution of this super joyful combat from the first game.
Joyful.
But right now it's more tactical.
Yeah.
So it's more about observing your enemy and then react. So learning the right move,
that's kind of cool.
Moment.
There's a little bit of that in the first game.
It creates the sensation of joy in the way that wasn't.
It creates a sensation of joy.
Implemented in the first game, because you have this moment that you feel like, okay, we're finding this moment, and then
just cut that dude's head off. I'm just filled with joy right now.
So they all there, but it's like more tactical. It's more connected with this momentum. And
the fighting looks pretty sick, though.
And
then I just kick you off a fucking thing.
So crafting is also supporting this way of playing this combat. More tactical, so those effects are very much connected.
The climbing, the parkour. I love it. Just being able to jump on something like this.
So you can
get up on there, there you go, perfect.
Making sure that you find the right way to finish the guide. So it's more.
I love Mirror's Edge, but I think they might do the parkour better.
Excitement
personally.
To combat.
is
Someone's gonna give me a dislike for just saying that.
in our game. So it's all
First
better,
person
and it's
parkour
even
I'm
higher
talking
level
about.
than in the first game.
Do your sort of, how do I put this? If you're really brutal and just decide to kill everyone, or if you decide to spare certain people, especially human beings, I presume zombies are fair game. Does that affect the story in any way?
I can't tell you too much about that, but as we mentioned even a year ago, this narrative sandbox we're creating is like the choices you make on the gameplay side affect the narrative.
Very
and the
slow
choices you make
gameplay.
on the
I get
narrative
it,
side
but
affect gameplay. So I don't know if it's the right answer. I cannot be so precise on that, unfortunately, but more to come.
And that's incredibly exciting. And also, there's co-op as well. Co-op returns, which is a big part of the original Dying Light.
better.
And it's still the important element of the second game.
And how does that work with obviously a
The
very
choices and
complicated
stuff?
story? If co-op
I guess
partners
the first player makes the choices
Well,
a bit.
like in the first game, when you're joining someone's session, you're joining his world.
Yep.
So you entering my world, for example, and then you're gonna see the consequences of my choices. So
That's kinda cool.
That's the thing.
Like-
We thought that would be really.
When I'm
nice
playing,
experience
all my shit
to
doesn't
play
suck.
The game of someone's world to see.
I'm
how
ruthless,
this
what do you
world
want?
looks differently because of series of choices you made before.
Make all
So
the wrong
in
choices
my
on
session,
purpose.
You'll be just my mate in my game, in my world. Of course, the gear you find, that everything that it's really not connected to choices will be with you in your game when we disconnect. It's fully drop in, drop out. We're still working on something that will
Oh yeah,
be really a big milestone in 4-player co-op that we had in the.
Didn't they say there was going to be a surprise?
But still, I cannot tell you more about that.
Oh, they said there's
That's
going to be
really,
something
joining
that's a
my
surprise
session,
on the
doing the work, so
Switch.
that it's a great thing to
They
finish the
said
game
something about that
as a single-player
recently,
experience
where there will be a
versus
Dying Light
understand
surprise
the
on
world,
Switch.
the lore,
Unless
the
I'm thinking of a
factions,
different
the
game. Maybe I'm thinking of a different
communities,
game.
and then joining someone's session and see how this thing can move.
Okay, they're
That's
replaying
also
gameplay now?
A great experience of playing a game. So this
Just
is
realized
something
there.
really, really awesome. And eventually, if you play the game again from the very beginning, as a game plus, you can make a different choices. So therefore, it will be a different game. That's a cool thing because we have fans that are still playing Dying Light 1. It's still 500,000 people are playing Dying Light every week.
500,000 people
it's a cool
still
thing because
playing.
I'm asking
That's
them, "Where
crazy.
you are?"
That's
And
really
they talk,
good.
"I'm on a
It's a fun
particular
game,
quest,
so I don't blame them.
lap 4 or lap 5, So they're just playing all over again. So in Dying Light 2, that will be a different lap, It's like because of the choices they can make, it's a different game. So that's a
That's
really
cool,
great
yeah.
value for those
So
players.
next time there'll be a million
Very
people a
cool. I
week
know you
playing.
have a very dedicated community. It's excited for Dying Light 2. They won't have to wait too long. Second quarter of 2020 is what you're saying right now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for coming by the
So
show.
like
Thank you.
April to June.
All right, we're all dying to play Dying Light 2, and we'll have lots more on.
All right, well there you go. All right, good gameplay. I mean, I wish they showed a little bit more and talked a little bit more. They couldn't. It seemed like it was a little weird, but I get it. They don't want to show too much yet. I mean, it doesn't come out for a little less, maybe even a little more than a year or so, because quarter 2 is April, May, and June. So, because it could come out at the end of June. June would be a good time. I'm gonna guess May. May seems like a perfect time for a game like that. Yeah, looks fun. The first game came out in January, though, to be fair. So I don't know. Maybe not perfect time for that. Anyway, there you go. That's it. Good stuff, though. Good gameplay. Looks great. Looks fun. It looks brutal. And I like that they're taking it a little bit differently. I mean, it's still all the stuff that you like in the first game is still there. But like he said, it's going to be more tactical. There's going to be a lot more choices. That's good. I like all that stuff. And co-op's back, baby. Hell yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's it. Thank you. Until next time. I'll see you later. Bye.